Okay, so here we have the apex indicators. We're just going to go ahead and load it up. I'm going to hit the plus sign for alerts. Alright, so invite only script, apex vision. We're going to go vision. Let's go ahead. When you load it for the first time, this is what it's going to look like. The only market extremes that will be on are the 2 fibs right here and the 2 fibs right here, or the 3 fibs right here and the 3 fibs right here. So those are the euphoria, so you can see the euphoric Fibonacci sequence right here. Turn that off and those will go away. Alright. And then the second one, depending on what time frame you're on, you can consider this kind of an extreme. Let's go ahead and disable more things so that we can clean up the chart. And I gotta add an input for this. So here we have bare bones, the 1 hour moving support. Here's the label right here. If you want to turn on the labels to get the label name, just click indicator, financial names, and labels. And I'll display the label for the name, and then you want to get the values where this is resting, so that way you can see what price target you're looking for. You hit values and then indicators, and I'm going to turn the names on for the tutorial. So now we're going to go and explain the relationship between the 30-minute and the 1 hour. So the 30-minute and the 1 hour supports are 2 different types of supports that will stay centered to the price action. One is the 30-minute is Fibonacci based EMA. The 1 hour is an RSI based support EMA or line, whatever you want to call it. These 2 lines will stay pretty relevant. Whenever a cross takes place, depending on the relationship in the market, is when major price action will occur, or about to occur, right? So here you had, the 30-minute kind of moved down and then it crossed, and we had a big dump, right? So this crossed and it pushed up. Now, you can have the same cross and there'd be a dump, right? So it's just like a indication to let you know, hey, significant price action will occur at this cross. It doesn't mean that it's going to be bearish or bullish. It could go either way. Like if, for the example right here, if you had this cross take place and it bent up, then the price action goes up. It just depends what's happening in the market. So whenever a cross takes place, something significant in the price action will take place. Either a bigger dump or a bigger pump. Now let's do the, where's the fucking, there we go, common tops and common bottoms. Alright, so when this pops up, these are modified Bollinger Bands. They will stay pretty on top and on the bottom of price action. You, for example, have a little bit of a price action break above. Here, it's not too uncommon. Like, you can't get everything 100% accurate with, just one set of values. And as you can see right here, the 30-minute and the 1 hour stays very in between the common bottom and common top. So those are used to really measure when significant price action is going to take place. And then the center of the market. Then the common top and common bottom would be the most common areas for a top to take place and a bottom to occur. So you would be buying more on the green line. For incidents like this where the price action does break down, again, you can't make everything 100%. I can't get it, to where it just covers everything all the time, because then it would be useless if it spread it out too far. So, we have what's called the fill bottom extremes. If it wants to have the fucking line away. There. Oh yeah, I do have. I'm not fixing that. But anyway, so you can see this blue line fill with the common bottom. In significant price movement, it will go up, and this will paint more of a closer bottom to the, price action. Once the price action does flip, it will stay relevant with the outlining bottoms that you see here. And this will stay far more accurate than, well, if you're looking for market extremes, this will stay more accurate than the common bottom. Let's go back to the settings. And then now we're going to move to, let's just remove this stuff. Now we're going to move to the Elliott wave fractal tops. So this will, as you can see, covers more of the price or the market extremes when the market does break above the common bottoms. Oops. There you go. Alright, so this will cover a little bit better of the market extremes right here. Then also the price action in the middle of the common top and common bottom will also be displayed here. So this will call a little bit more of the center and the top. So it's an oscillating off center. Using Elliott wave fractal theory, math, and all that fun stuff. So that goes in hand with the common bottom. So the Elliott wave fractal is more for market extremes and market centers. The common top will be at more resistance for the price action, but you can use both of them to look for tops. And I don't want to flood the chart too much. Where do I want to go next? Okay, so the normal market EMAs, these will be more relevant to price action. Here we have the 55, the 100, the 55, 200. These are used for support and resistance target ranges. So you see that the 200 was acting as resistance. We have now broken above it again. The 55 the 55 EMA was acting as resistance right here. There's no good cases. I mean, right here there's a little bit of support on the 55 and the 100. yeah, we're just kind of in a bearish market. Here we have support on the 55 and the 100. Not a lot of great examples. I don't want to go too far in the chart. But these EMAs will act as support and resistance. You can also use them to help you gauge where the price action is going. So let's go show median. These are more of the long-term center bands of the chart. And we're on the lower time frames. So here we can see that we're finding resistance on the cross equals bear EMA. I need to rename that. It's a horrible name. But here, if we break above, the next resistance that we would be looking for would be the 1.5-year average. And then the next one after that would be the Tesla coil, and then the median EMA. We can go, I'll go further in depth on the EMAs because the EMAs are a whole different trading strategy because of the way they move on the charts. But for right now, because these lines are on top, they are displaying as resistance. So now we're going to go put on the market entry EMAs, and now we're looking at much larger support or resistances moving up in the market. If we were in a higher time frame, these would flip down in direction on the chart. So moving on from that, because I don't have a lot of support to show you on here, I don't want to flip around on the chart and all this crazy shit. So we can go ahead and turn off the common bottom, common top. Alright. Then now what we're going to do is turn on the fills for the EMAs. So I'm trying to make it as comprehensible as possible of how to use the EMAs without actually using them. So I'm going through and making the Ema Fill Strategy for the visual traders on here. As you can see, the fill for the market extreme right over there, we'll fill these in. They're on the top, so we can't. We'll go over on the higher time frames because right now they're way too high. So as you can see, show the median market EMAs. We can go ahead and turn that off so we can see the support and resistance right there. Then so it offers a lot of information. As you can see, like this gap over here on the top EMA, whatever ribbon you want to call it. Price action did go up to that, so it's something I want to include in coding. Make it a little bit better for everybody, so it reduces the information that you need. And you can also turn off the normal EMAs, and that will fill in useful information towards the EMAs, so you're not looking at all of them at the same time. We can go, to the daily, and we can see the EMAs display its own like trading information. Right now we got the bearish cross over here, so it's not looking too good, but we can go for support right about here, or a different level going as the market trades down. So let's go ahead and turn on the extreme market entries and stuff like that. So here we can see another band of EMAs. Right now we're trading in the buy ranges. So if we go back and turn on the common tops, see that the common tops and common bottoms will stay relevant with the price action, and then you can see where price action is going, where the support is, market entries, etc. like that. Then actually, let's keep the normal on, and the common tops. Let's put it on the full bottom extremes. Ooh, excuse me. And now we're going to look at the Fibonacci, right? The Fibonacci sequence is a much more, what the fuck is it? Oh, wrong button. This is a much more complicated kind of trading strategy. So let's go ahead and expand it. So the first box that you'll see is the normal trading range. As you can see, we're kind of oversold or in the oversold territory, or going more into the oversold territory currently in the market. So we'd be looking at the normal fib box right here. And this is where price action's normally going to stay. Then we have the euphoric, so let's turn this off so you don't get distracted. So then we have a euphoric range. And you can use the fibs, the EMAs all at the same time. As you can see here, we're staying center. So that way, all the information that you need to know is displayed on the chart. You can look at it, not too much information. You can see where support, resistance. You can even get price targets if you turn on the EMAs, all this kind of stuff. But you got to look at the most broken down part and look at the basic parts and look at it simple to understand where the price action could be going. And currently it's going to want to stay within this range, and then the price action should be probably trading sideways for a little bit. So that's what we would be looking at in the price action. The fibs are a whole different ball game, but as you can see, like the information on the extremes are outside, more closer to that, and then you got God mode, which you'll see it in crypto a lot. It's pretty fun. And then you can play with the values, but you kind of want to play with the white cloth. So let's turn on the, I don't know how to explain, because the EMAs, let's just turn let's turn the EMAs, let's turn the common bottom and common top. And so if we play with the EMAs only on here, turn the fills off. Okay. So it shouldn't get too blown out. Alright, so this is how you use the EMAs with Fibonacci. So it paints pretty much a heat map on the chart for you, right? You can get all the price supports and everything like that, and this is how I trade, basically. This is what it comes down to when I trade. Is when I'm trading, I'm using the EMAs as support. If I can extend, if I could show you previous price action where these bars used to be, these will play a sequence in the chart. So let's go ahead and turn on normal. So here we have the Fibonacci box. And I'm gonna have to make a whole different tutorial on how to use this catastrophe. But yeah. So if you want to simplify it, what I do is I show fills. Turn on. This is how I like to trade without blowing my head out. Information. I'm gonna have to say like Bitcoin. Oh, where's the? Hold on. That's the fill, by the way. So let's just turn this on. Forgot to go over that. It's the same thing as the fill. I'm gonna have to say like Bitcoin might go push above right here and test this area right here. Maybe hit a local top confirmed. So if Bitcoin wicks up, I would expect it to hit this EMA or this Fibonacci sequence right here from this. But yeah, the fills are meant to reduce the information from this because I don't think because I have a hard time thinking this way. I don't. You can use it as a heat map. But yeah, like you can even see that the the EMA would be right here. So the 100. So it's just how you want to trade from it. Um, I use EMAs that stay within a Fibonacci sequence. I use the Fibonacci sequence to trade with on the lower time frames and the higher time frames. Um, the modified common tops and bottoms and the market extreme bottom um, are used to gauge the middle of the market or where the price action go. Oh, I'm fucking tired. I'm done.